So Eric gets hurt, so you sort of know you have to step up. Did you take some more on your shoulders with that for both of you, or did you just let the game come to you? Keith, first, but then Emmitt.
I'll say for me, I think mostly every game I let the game come to me and not try to force nothing. But seeing Eric go down, he's a big part of our scoring. I feel like some of us needed to step up and help him with that since he was hurt. I think me and Emmitt did that effectively tonight.
Emmitt, you?
Kind of just piggyback off of what Keedy said. Seeing a guy like Eric go down, especially just with me and his history. I didn't like the play that happened. I think he got kicked in the head. I saw it. I felt like, there should have been some looked at there and whatnot, but I mean, the whistle's blown, he's on the ground, gets kicked in the head. I find that dirty, and that's a little bit of motivation for me. So, obviously he's all right. That's Eric, so he's good. But that's just a little motivation factor for me. So.
Emmitt, you break out with 20 tonight, 5 made free throws, and a lot going downhill to the rack. What did you see from them defensively that allowed you to attack?
Just space. I mean, we got great shooters. We don't have good shooters. We have great shooters. So, just the ability to stretch the floor for our team and keep good spacing is going to open the defense up. And they have to guard us. They can't not guard Eric. They can't not guard Kedrian. They can't not guard Keedy. Sorry, can't not guard Joe. These are guys you have to guard. So, when you have to guard those guys and forget about me, I'm gonna just go to the basket and score. So, I think that's really just all it is. I score within the flow of the offense tonight. I try not to force stuff. I just play basketball. So.
Did it feel good, though, after doing a lot of other things to affect the game, to put up more on the score sheet this evening?
We won.
Just for you personally.
We won. I came back here to win games. I didn't come back here to average 20 points. I didn't come back here to score a bunch of buckets. I came back here to try to do something special with this team, and obviously we've been off to a slow start in Big 12, and right now we're trying to correct it all. So if you look, my main assignment usually, me and Keedy, is guard the best player. If the best player is a point guard, Keedy gonna guard him. If it's the 2 through 4, I'm usually gonna guard him. So I know that's my role. I knew that was my role coming here. I knew that was my role the first time I was here. So just sticking with that and letting the game just come to me. 7 to 10, I was just really efficient. There's been games where I shot 8 shots and 9 shots and only made 2 or 0. So it's just the shots fell tonight and we just play ball. So.
Keedy, when a team rallies and then takes the lead, sometimes it's that last push that they need to get over and win the game. You're all able to steady yourselves a couple times, come back down, answer their buckets with buckets, and take the lead back. Experience from this year, veteran experience, been through before. What is helping you do that?
I'll say going through those first couple conference games, losing by 1 point, 2 points, I think that prepared us for this moment, And in the huddles, we always stay positive, say we're going to score the next time. Let's just get a stop, come back down, score. So I think the positivity in the huddle during those timeouts is what helped us, execute.
And Emmitt, do you or Joe get more credit for holding Hugs back and keeping him from getting a technical in the last couple of minutes?
No, but, the one thing a lot of people don't talk about, when a coach is, getting after it with the refs and almost getting a tech, is that just shows you how much he's fighting for us. So it just gives you even more of a reason to fight for your guys. So, my freshman year we played at Iowa State, and he got a tech. He got kicked out the game. I don't know if a lot of people remember that, but he got that. And so this time around, I remember that vividly. So I saw it about to happen, and I didn't know if the ref was having a good day or not, so I just went over there and just wanted to keep the space. And I just told him, we're going to win it, don't worry about it. And he ain't saying nothing back to me, but I hope he heard me.
Keedy, you obviously one of the top defenders. Can you kind of talk about what Joe Tuason did, the last couple of possessions? Mm-hmm. It's a 1-point game. Iowa State had that run out. And I don't know if he really affected Grill Shot. Maybe he did, but, that could have been a big chance for them to come. And then obviously drawing the offensive foul on the next possession. What did Joe kind of accomplish there late in the game?
That was a big play, taking the charge at the end, getting us the ball back to make 2 free throws. But I'll say it's just Joe's presence on the court. He's fast, he's kind of small, real active. So I think that bothered the offensive player when he's not even pressuring. They're so worried about if he's going to reach for the ball, if he's going to cut him off, or, stuff like that. So I just think his presence is just big for us on the court, on the defensive end and offensive end.
Keedy, what did you think about the energy from James Okonkwo tonight, especially on that rejection that went all the way into the stands? It seemed like it blew the top off the place.
I think James could do that on a nightly basis if his head's in the right place. James is a big part of this team. He's without a doubt our best shot blocker. So I think him getting in there, altering shots, just being intimidating down there, that helps us a lot when we get beat off the dribble.
What do you guys? Joe's technical is to us kind of out of character, probably. You're going to need him later in the game. What do you say to him in the moment at halftime during the game just to make sure that he is available, he is effective late in the game?
It takes 2 techs to get ejected from the game. Joe's a New York guard. Joe's going to play he's going to be feisty, he's going to have energy. If he gets a bucket, he's going to let you know he gave you a bucket. And if he gives you a bucket, it's going to be a bucket. And it's not going to be a regular basket. So Joe is going to be Joe. And I'm not going to try to change Joe. If Joe wants to score that layup and stick his tongue out at the crowd or stick his tongue out at that guy, I'm going to let him do it 100 out of 100 times. We won the game. It is what it is. He's just showing emotion. He cares about the game. He could get the bucket and just run back straight face, and it would be maybe boring to him or whatever. But I just like that he plays with emotion. And he plays with his heart on his chest. So.
You guys heard Coach talk about digging yourselves a hole and now trying to climb out of it. What's it like in a game like this, playing with your backs against the wall like that, to use a clip today?
For me personally, since I've been here, except for my first year here, I feel like our backs have always been against the wall, and I think that's where we thrive the most, when our back against the wall, people count us out. I think that motivates us to come out and win games.
Emmitt, you said you came back to do something special. Imagine 0-5, you change a little bit, but special's still out there. How do you change that talking point to it's not over, we actually can still accomplish something here?
The NCAA Tournament starts in March. So, we're going to try our best to win all the games remaining, in the regular season. We know Kansas City, we know what the atmosphere is like, and, we obviously would love to go do something special there. That first weekend of April is, what everybody wants to play for. So, obviously, we're going to take this one game at a time. We're not going to look past any opponents. We got a road trip coming up, 2 tough opponents. So, we're going to go try to handle business and come back home and handle business even more. So, nothing's ruled out. I done watched 12 seeds get to the Final Four. You see it happen like every other year. So, I don't think we'll be that low of a seed. I think we'll get our, we're gonna keep the wheels turning and get up to hopefully like a 5-6 seed and play from there. But national championship is what everybody wants.
Coach Huggins said you didn't get into the offense, the set that you wanted to get into against the 1-3-1. Was that positioning? Who was on the floor? But then a little bit later, you were able to run a couple things that looked like that were able to get good shots and end up getting them out of it. So, how did you adjust that? What did you do to kind of bring that back a little bit?
I wouldn't say it was. I would say it was positioning. Obviously, guys see things on the court that I don't see because they're behind the defense and I'm on top of it. So I think they were just moving the spaces that they thought was open but wasn't open to me. But along down the line, we kind of figured it out, found the open spaces that were available, and I was able to pass in those open spaces. So I think we put it together at the end.
Emmitt, you got a quick turnaround now for a couple challenging road games. How much of an advantage is it that you've at least faced those teams once apiece?
What do you mean, like home away?
Well, just Texas and Baylor coming up, and the fact that you've already played them.
Oh, you can go back and watch the film. I think right now it's looking at like the second half of Big 12 conference or conference play. So a lot of people's play style changes as you get deeper into conference. So we got to watch more film. We're probably gonna watch a bunch of film tomorrow and try to prepare our best. They're going to be running different sets. they're going to be playing different rotations. They're going to have guys out there that probably didn't touch the floor the first time we played. So, that's just how this conference is, and it's just a quick turnaround, and you just got to adjust. So I think, I wouldn't rather be with anybody than our team right here, and hopefully we can go get some.
For both of you guys, 30 fouls on Iowa State tonight, and I'm sure you guys would probably agree that maybe there could have been a few more called. In a style of game like this, start, stop, physical, and some of those calls don't come, is that it's frustrating, but is it something easy to get over, or does it linger because it is a physical game?
I'll start off with coming into this game, watching film, watching them play other teams. We knew there was an aggressive defensive team because that's where they get most of their points from, points off turnovers. So it was part of the game plan to kind of attack them, get it to the basket, draw fouls. I feel like when obvious fouls aren't called, it bothers us, but can't dwell on it. Just get back, try it again. But it's up to the refs to call a foul, not us.
Right. Complaining about the ref is like complaining about the weather. So, at this point, it's a fifth-year college. It is what it is. You're going to get a game where you get a crew that, I don't want to say likes you or, whatever. They're going to call fouls your way, and you're going to get a crew that calls fouls the other way. So, that's just something, that you learn in college. So, I don't know, try to be nice to the ref and ask them how they're doing today, what they eat for breakfast. I don't know. So, I just play basketball. That's really all you can do is let everything else control itself, and if they want to call the foul, they're going to call it at the end of the day. So,
for either of you guys, do you guys think that you're flowing more cohesively on the court than you have been in the past few months of play?
Like us two?
Yeah, from either of you. How do you guys feel about the chemistry on court when you guys are playing?
I think we've always had good chemistry. I said that, all the way back during the summer. I think, our team, we hang out a lot outside of basketball. So, that's carrying on to the floor. And, I also said this before, is our team got a guy that can go for 20 any night. It don't matter who it is. James can go for 20 if he wanted. Well, if it happened. But we're explosive. Our team is explosive. We have good offense. We got a lot of scorers, a lot of shooters, guys that can finish around the basket. So it's really just a matter of whose night it's going to be. We don't decide that before the game. It's just you get out there and whoever hits the first shot is like, all right, it's going to be his night tonight, and you just play on.
Keedy, 3 of 6 from downtown today. How did it feel to just get some good looks in the rhythm of the offense and knock them down?
It felt good. When I'm making shots, obviously I'm a drive first type of person. But when I can step out and make shots, that open up the drive for me when the defender's closing out. So I think it's good for me to make shots. So it gives me a little bit more confidence when I'm hitting shots.
Guys, thank you.
Yeah.